Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. His throw incomplete. T. Higgins is the intended target. But now it's 3rd down. 3rd down. And working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off. The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Second and long. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up third.
Back to throw. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
So first and goal from the 9-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Patrick Mahomes.
They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do they do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
He's NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards. yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now Leonard Fournette, and some room to roam now. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Fournette. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brent.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Josh Lambo to kick.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. They need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Mahomes pass.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
31-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chiefs, nothing.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 13-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Completes it to Hardman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
10 more yards.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ellis. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he knocks it through. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is Gibson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Rolling. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Mahomes sacked. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Darrell Taylor, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the run, it's Fournette. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So that's going to push him back half the distance. After the penalty, it's Fournette. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Here's Edwards-Helaire. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
31-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Mahomes firing complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Gain of 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mahomes to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
go.
Now it's Mahomes again. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And again, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 2.
And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Take over first and 10.
KC's offense ready to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the Colts who were able to come away with the home victory. Jameis Winston, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we'll head down to the Big Easy. Check on the Saints at home at the Superdome. And as you see, they were winners earlier this afternoon. 27-21, your final. And then lastly, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
28-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings
They'll run it again with Fournette. A nice little juke. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Leonard Fournette brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Jaguars.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Fournette. That's good for a Jaguar.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That one a first down pickup of 8. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On first down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Patrick Mahomes sacked. A loss at
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. DJ Chark, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
This is Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. The touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This is Gibson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense set to go.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Oh, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in. And it's 3rd and short.
He was covered by C.J.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Mahomes on target here to Hardman. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
To Mecole Hardman.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frank Clark there on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
Now Leonard Fournette. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
56, the mark, boys, 56.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Down to the 25.
Leonard Fournette.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 10-yard line.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12. On play action, they'll throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Come on, dog!
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 31, Chiefs 14.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 27-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. Mahomes able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. One thing I think that Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Dorian O'Daniel, third-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
A 5-yard gain brings up second down.
Second and 13.
27-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 27 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Second down at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 7 yards there and a first down.
Dante Pettis. A gain of 7. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes going to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Patrick Mahomes sack. A loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away, and he's going to keep it here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Jaguars, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.